Number 9.
Um, life's like a bridge over troubled water. It really is. I mean, isn't that what everything's about? Maybe that's the way we'll end the show today. Alrighty, everybody. And by the way, can I help you out a little bit? I know it's Friday, and I know this seems weird, but don't buy that thing you're thinking about buying. You don't need it. If you really want to get it. But I'm saying, you know who I'm talking. I'm talking to the person that goes, what do I need that for? Don't just keep buying shit. Put money away. You don't need it. I just made your day easier if you agree with me. Hey, what am I? Stop buying crap. And that probably just caused a fight between a couple. Todd said not to buy it. He doesn't know who he's talking to. He talks to a recorder. Hello? Hello? I know who I'm talking to. Believe me. I know what you're thinking about buying, and you don't fucking need it. What if somebody misunderstands me and they're going in to buy their medicine? They go, Todd's right. I don't need my medicine. That's not who I'm talking to. You. Hello? I'm talking to you. Alright. Everybody, thank you. Enjoy the show. I can't wait to do the opening this way from now on. I mean, this is just a sample of the dynamic stuff you're about to get. This is probably too long. Alrighty. That's right. All right. Enjoy the show, everybody. Next week's going to be better.
Now entering Nerdist.com.
So sick of this shit. People should know what happens right before we go on the air. What if there was this much tension right before we went on the air? Graham, are you ready? Graham.
Yeah.
Well, how about you fucking know you're ready? I don't want you to act angry. Every bit we do already. All right. Okay, go. Okay, go.
A very funny guy, Todd Glass.
If you fucking call me back this time, then don't call me ever again.
Poor.
We're done.
The Todd Glass Show launches August 12th.
Todd. Hey, it's Zach. So, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man, I really want to come on the podcast. I've got stuff to promote.
Company Central presents
Hello?
Todd Glass.
Hello?
Todd Glass.
Hello?
Ryan Regan.
Brian Regan,
Yeah.
Brian Regan, Brian Regan.
Brian
You want me
Regan.
to do podcast? I don't know. Let me know that. Do you want me to beg?
Todd, it's Larry. Mark, I'm the guy who can't come on the Todd Glass Show.
It's exciting. Every week I get excited.
It's a very funny podcast. The Todd Glass
This
Show.
is the real deal.
Nerdist.com.
This other shit.
From the beautiful Los Angeles.
Hello, hello. Hello.
Hi, it's Blackwood Motors. The Todd Glass Show.
There was an old farmer who lived on.
Did you write this, Graham?
He sat in the meadow.
No, you didn't write this. No, you swear to God, no.
By the creek.
Hold on, listen to more.
In the water, their hands on their marbles and playthings.
See what they're doing?
Hands more.
Listen.
Came a young lady. She looked like a pretty young creature. She sat on the grass. She pulled up her dress and she showed them her ruffles and laces and white fluffy duck. She said she was learning a new
Alrighty, everybody.
for children.
Here we are. I feel like we've been away a while. This last week, hi, how's everybody? We've got a lot of people here today. We'll introduce everybody later. If you, and Graham Elwood is our guest.
Hello, everybody. I'm sitting on the grass and I lifted. No, I didn't write that song. That's just how I talk.
I thought you were, it's probably like,
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up my shoes. They were yellow. What?
do one more. All right, here we go. We're all good. I'm gonna let me rip through some stuff.
Burn it.
Burn it. Here we go. We're gonna do it quickly. Someone does an impersonation of me. Can you have that up there? In the beginning of the show, I think they get pretty close.
Sounds like me, like when I come on the beginning and I go, hey, it's Todd. Only this is somebody else doing it. It's okay.
Hey, it's Todd. How are ya?
That's how I sound a little bit.
Is everything alright?
Hey, it's
Are you
Todd.
comfortable?
Are you comfortable?
What's wrong?
I fade that out. Who was that? Do you know his name? Chris
That
Madison.
doesn't sound like you at all.
Well, in the opening of the show, I do. I go, hey, it's Todd. Like when I'm introducing the show every week. Please. The more you comment, the longer it's going to take to give you 100%. I like the look at you. Wait a second. Edit that out. If I did not... Okay, we've been here for a year. We finally got a printer. So now I have a system down. If you emailed me and I didn't respond to your email and it needed a response, re-email me. And I would bet max there's maybe 10 people through printing it out. And then the way I got my emails back before this printer that was here, I don't even want to tell anybody, but it involved calling Atlanta, having my friend Dana fax them to me. And that's to George Carlin. So now we have a printer here in the studio. We print it right out, and there it is, right there. So if I didn't respond to you, you think, you know that's true, don't you?
That's why I'm laughing,
Yeah.
because I know you phone in your tweets.
And not,
I know that.
not anymore. I used to, Darren,
I know.
Darren is the, what would you say? I was going to say owns e-comic branding, or started e-comic branding, which is an online, what do you call, I don't know what you call it.
Marketing company.
Marketing company. A lot of social media.
You turned me on to them. The reason
Right.
why is because you were everything was so slick. Everything top with that computer savvy. You did Comedy Film Nerds last summer. And you're like, oh, Graham, I phoned my tweets, and I'm like, this company must be a bunch of geniuses if they can make you
Yeah.
like fax a carrier pigeon to the Pony Express. If you can make that look like,
Yeah, well,
like
I tweet myself now, but in the beginning I said to Darren, I'm like, Darren, what go ahead. No, I hope I didn't say that. Well, I'm embarrassed that I said that, because you know what? But let me put it this, because I always make fun of people that when tweeting comes along, they make fun of it. When podcasting come along, they make fun of it. I never doubted how social media was great or emailing was great. I didn't use it, but I didn't go, oh, why would anybody want it? It was just for me. But now I couldn't live without it, and I like it. So anyway, hold on. We're gonna. I want to get to Graham so quick. We Mark Hinckley, is that his name? I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Mark Hinckley. That was a very nice email. We were going to camp, and then we ended up sleeping over my house last week, like 8 of us. Graham, it was everything I thought it would be. We were giggling till 4 in the morning. When everybody went to bed and Katie shut off all the equipment, I had my phone, and me and Blake Wexler were up, and it was, people will hear the show, and Tommy Chung stopped by, and it was a lot of fun. So anyway, and then this weekend, I'm going to San Francisco to open up. Friday, we're going in early to see Brian Regan. We're making a road trip out of it. And sometimes my trips, they start out big and grandiose. This one, RV. We're renting an RV. We're going to go up there. We're going to see Brian Regan. Then I'm going to go open up for Jim Gaffigan. Then we're going to take the RV down to Reno. Now we have, to George Carlin, a minivan. And we're staying in hotels. You know what? It's going to be just as fun. So thank you, Mark Hinckley. That was a really cool email. Okay, so we got that. Irk gave me a bottle of Jack and a 1-year anniversary card. You know what? It was really cool. It was really kind. I said sweet when we were off the air, but then I toughened it up for the air. Okay. Stacy, we had a thing last week. I don't know if I want to get into it. Well, yeah, you know what? Because this is before the show starts, but I don't want to get into the whole story. Some people say, oh, you went on too long about the hotel blankets. Graham, either our listeners right now are like, oh, God, or someone that's had it already, right now they're like, I'm done. If he fucking talks about those hotel blankets and I like him, I'm not listening to the show anymore. Well, turn it off, motherfucker. I know. I'm going to make it quick. You're going to be proud of me. If you're like, can you at least give them the reader the quick version here? You're going to be proud of me. At the hotel, you know the blanket covers that a lot of places don't use anymore? They found years ago were dirty?
Yeah.
But you took that off, and underneath it was clean, but you had to accept that those covers were dirty.
Right.
So you took them off, you threw them in the closet. I found out, not that the Crown Plaza is the fanciest hotel in the world, but it's not a Super 8. When you take that off, that's not clean. You know, they clean those once every 6 months. Underneath, the blankets are reused. Are you okay with that or not? Not in a duvet. Duvet, I get it. Stuff can get through it, but at least what touches your face is Cloroxed and washed. They take the blankets that are used under the cover. Forget about it. The blanket that you pull up around you, they're reused. They don't wash them. The Crown Plaza. And they're. Are you all right with that?
To me, I just sort of go into a hotel room.
You're like most people that I ask.
I don't, because I know someone that like is an EMT, and they're just like, if you knew the germs of everything, they're just like people in the medical profession are like, ugh, hotels and casinos and all the places we work, airports and they're just. I'm just like I don't want to know.
All right. Well, Stacy wrote us a letter that says, no, you know what? The whole world is picked. So I'm talking about it. Okay, so we'll move past that. I'll get some. Chris Miller, we're going to get to your thing. You wrote a very nice email, and I didn't get a chance to read it before the show, so we're going to do that next week. I'm getting organized here. Okay, here we go. Some people sent some artwork in. I am almost mortified. And Graham, we're right over to you in a second. Colin Denny, is that his name? I'm mortified that we have not acknowledged his artwork that was on, and it's my fault, on our Facebook page. Is that what it's called? Yeah. I just never went over there to look at stuff. I looked at it today. We printed it all out, and it's all on the wall behind us. No bullshit. When you see someone that does that takes the time and sends you artwork, yeah, it's awesome. So we have everything you did. We printed out. Now that we have a printer, we printed all your stuff out behind us. Okay. Someone did me saying hamburger Piper Tilly. How do you say that? Tilney, Tilney. Your hamburger thing. I'm at the Nut Street Comedy Club the 7th and 8th of September. Nut Street Comedy Room, excuse me. I've only heard good things about it in Wilmington, North Carolina. I hope I said it right. Someone sent me that thing that says Todd Father over there. John, I want to say everybody's name right. Who is that? Feist. So thank you very much. That was nice. This guy says, what do you have to do? Peter, what's his last name? Peter Baker? He says, what do I have to do?
Baker's probably pretty good about this pronouncing.
Well, Peter Baker. What I do is by the way, I'm glad you said that, Graham, because people are like, what's his problem? I circle everything in Magic Marker. The problem is I circle the name too, and then I can't read it. But he remembers. Chris has like a memory. He goes, Chris, remember about 6 months ago we got an email from someone that wanted to send us free tape? He goes, oh, yeah, it was Bob Peterman. I'm like, how do you remember? He goes, Anyway. All right. So Peter, what's his last name? Raker? Baker. Peter Baker. Oh, it says Raker over there. What's that say over there? All right, it doesn't matter. Peter, he goes, what do I have to do to get mentioned on the show? So his name's Peter Baker. Everybody do that thing where we talk about Peter Baker over.
Peter Baker.
Oh, Peter Baker.
He's
Oh, Peter Baker. Do you know Peter Baker?
He's the best Peter Baker I've ever seen.
He is great. Peter Baker's a good guy.
He's better than Peter Raker. Peter Raker's
Please, no sound effects. Kidding, I love it. I want to look cool in front of Graham. What is this, a morning show? Drop in the helicopter. All right, so listen. So we got through all that. If you sent me an email, remember, resend it. I just want to have a clean head when I start the show. I like that.
Yeah, clean head.
Okay, so listen, we're almost there. Eric, who's this? Jesus, my God. Eric Tunney. The idea for you did for the opening of the show with someone leaving a voicemail, I really like the idea. I can't get any of my friends to do it, but I didn't want you to think I forgot about you. I hope I know wherever you're housing right now, know that I read it, I tried, and there's nothing more I could do, Eric. Please, Eric. Okay, so there's that. This one, what's this name here? Shoot, I didn't mean to hit my mic. God, I shake going through this part of the show.
You drank a 5-hour energy drink. You slammed it right. It's 7 o'clock at night.
I had half.
Oh, okay. So 2.5 hours?
Yeah. That's all this show takes. I do 2.5 hours in 1 hour. Ian Atlas said, you're going to know why I read this one. You're damn right I'm going to read this one. He goes, I've never seen a comic who cares more about delivering his audience a first-class experience than Todd Glass. And you know what? I'm going to take that. I appreciate it, and I think it's kind that you noticed it. When I was at the comedy bar in Toronto, you know what? Yeah, there's a lot of things, and they have nothing to do with me, that I want the audience to have a good time. The music that's played as they come in, and everybody was laughing at me because the room was it was really hot. So a waitress goes, sometimes in the winter we put tinfoil over the air vents in the restaurant area, because once the show starts, nobody's in there. So I'm like, that's a great idea. So I started putting tinfoil up all over, and everyone's laughing at me. Some comedians weren't, but some were, all affectionate. But, they're like, look at what's he doing. It's like, then the room, I swear to you, to George Carlin, they're like, the sound man goes, it's getting really cool in here. And then that comedian that just said that noticed it. He's not a comedian, but thank you for noticing that, yes, I went to shows before I did comedy. And it sucks to be boiling hot.
And there's not big laughs. They don't have the energy to big laugh when they're all hot and sweaty.
No, they don't. And you know what? If it's a one-nighter, I get it. But if you have a comedy club and you're making money, I try to be very careful and fair when I go in before I criticize. Because let me tell you, there's some clubs, I have to give them credit. They're A rooms. They get it. I admire them. But you know what? I think I'm a good comedian. But every so often, a friend will tell me, hey, Todd, time to get rid of that bit. You can be good. I think I'm good and still grow. So to those clubs that don't fix their air, this is when I get angry. Fucking fix it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop it making your audiences sit. Stop coming up with excuses that go, oh, well, it's a hit. Fix it. Maybe there's freak exceptions. But you know what? I was at a club, and again, I have to give them credit. I wouldn't want to be criticized unless someone was fair to me. This is a club. I'm not going to mention the club. They get it at so many levels. I admire them. I have admiration for them. But every time you go in there, they go, yeah, it's the heat, it's the heat, it's the heat. Okay, listen. Go to the Gap. Now, I'm not going to use... First, I was going to say the Gap. They're going to go, that's a company that has, the money to put in $15 billion air conditioning units. So I didn't use it. I go, I was at a thrift shop today. It was cool. Shitty little thrift shop. Go there and fucking find out how they do.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you can't do it. The only reason you can tell me that is if they said, Todd, did you go anywhere today and it was cool? And I went, you know what, I was a little angry, but you're right, every place I went to today was boiling hot. Then I go, you can't do it. But I was out today. I went to other establishments. However they do to get it cool, call them with not this tone in your voice and go, hi, I own blah, blah comedy club. How is your place cool? And then fucking call that company.
Or just go right to a cooling company and say, I got this kind of a business. I get 300 people in here. What do I do?
And it's set to a thing and we can't lower it. And you know what? If you hear this right now, don't be the comic that someone gives good, clean advice and he fights it. Hear this if it gets into your ears and go, you know what? I believe...
Good luck getting certain people to just admit they're wrong and just say, you know what, you're right. We should fix that, or I dropped the ball, or whatever. I got no patience for people who can't admit they're wrong on any level when they're clearly an idiot.
Sometimes you can rattle people. If you hit it from a million angles, they can go, if they hear it, they could go, I do that. Yeah, there's clubs that you got to fix the air. If you don't have money and you don't, and I get it, then I do. But if you have the money and it means you won't make it, don't.
I get it when the struggling club goes, man, I looked into it. It's $7,500. I don't have it. Okay, all right. Buy some fans. Do it the best you can. I don't know.
No. I like that you're saying that because we're not crazy, and that person out there that is in that situation is going, okay, they I'll get it. But if you're a club and you got the money, don't make people sit in the boiling, baking heat. And when I'm talking about how hot the clubs I'm complaining about, I'm not talking about where it gets a little stuffy, but there's air moving. I'm talking on a scale from 1 to 10, a 10.
It's uncomfortable, and as a businessman, in the long run, you're losing customers because they're going to go, I went to that club, but fuck, man, their air conditioning sucks. I'm not going back there.
Yeah, and they don't realize, and it's right, and people don't drink. My friend that owns a bar said, they used to go, when it's hot, people drink more. He goes, you know what people drink when it gets hot? Water. Yeah. No one wants those drinks that you make the most money from when it's baking hot. They don't want to start sipping sugar into their system.
They don't want a thick beer. You know what I mean? They want ice water.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's right.
Get it right.
So anyway,
Fix it.
Thank you. All right, so we're doing good. We got all that out of the way. We had fun camping. I'm going to see. By the way, I mentioned Brian Regan 100 times a day. Anybody that goes to Cobb's and sees me walk into that theater with the guys, with some of the people from the show, they're going to be like, He really
He's a great guy. I haven't seen him in forever. He's a really nice guy.
It's everything you think it'll be. I went to see him here in L.A. and I was like, you don't know if it's going to be that one year when you go, oh, I did all new stuff. I liked it, but it was all new and just as good as the old stuff. Wow. There wasn't one bit where I went, I like it, but it's all as good as you two.
He's just a comic. He's just the quintessential comic.
Yeah.
He's always been that.
Okay, so here we go. The old song, Nick, what's that name, Chris? Nick Fiction? He wants to know what the old song was. It's called the Assumption song, right? The Assumption song, okay. Well, Nick, next time, now that I won't have to write it down, now that we print your emails right out, I'll be reading it right from the email. Anybody